Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a very exciting video here on my channel. You can tell from my tone of voice alone that this is a finale to a very special and near and dear series to my heart. We played Spyro's Adventure in a very unique manner, seeking out souls as we went along. We managed to seek out the soul of all 32 original Skylanders, and it has led us to this moment where we finally get that 100% tick marker, obviously using our imagination because the game is glitched where we can't get certain stars in Dragon's Peak and we can't get a completion for Lightning Rod's heroic challenge, hence why we need the imagination to just pretend that those objectives have been ticked off, because I have actually physically done those objectives. The game just doesn't check marker them, you know, it has its issues, its glitches, so to say. But let's hope that a certain thing doesn't occur with Dual Sergeant's Heroic Challenge over here, because we have only 3 more of these to go, and then at long last we get to speedrun through Lair of Chaos and take the fight to the man from Myth Legend himself, finally defeat him in the final moments of the Spyro's Adventure Soul Seeker series here on the channel. Bang. Boom. We're going to shake the room with these guys. They're all going down. We've got some oil pumps to get destroyed, baby. It's like Oil Spill Island meets Battlefield, and I'm A-okay with that. Especially since these assets are just taken directly from Oil Spill Island, so it is literally Oil Spill Island meets Battlefield over here. The 2 assets colliding as one. Let's not get hit by the mines. That's a good plan. Unfortunately, the mines don't have a enemy collision on them. Very disappointing. We can lob our pot of gold and hit that from back here. Do something that we weren't meant to do. Oh, can we do the same for this one over here? That'll be satisfying. Flameslinger must be dumpty good from this, given how much range this volley shot can lob. Okay, we can definitely do the same with this one. I'd like to think so anyway. Or not. Oh, let's not run into those knives. Look how he does not have the health for it. Are there just mines like everywhere around here? Nope, I managed to squeeze through the gap right there, and lobbing the pot of gold saved no time whatsoever because we wound up circling back to that piece of oil anyway. Okay, so here's a key and a teleporter. We desperately need those. Oh, hi fellas, you're not going to destroy me with such ease. Okay, that's a wall. I know we're going to make notes in, right? Oh, and that's the challenge completed. That was a quick one, but an absolute blast at that. And now we bring ourselves to the final 2 heroic challenges. This is just such an overwhelming moment for me right now. My jaw is dropped at just the mere concept of ending off a series such as this one on a high note. Now what we have here are chemicals. This is one of the more complicated and by default one of the more fun heroic challenges. Gotta cover ourselves in toxic chemicals and keep things colour coded. Luckily for me, I just took a colourblind test before this episode, and I had many things. Colourblind is not one of them. So the big ones allow us to change up our colours. So now that we've changed up our colour, we can destroy those crates right now. Okay, let's shift back to blue. Destroy some blue along the way. Let's continue destroying blue before we hit the yellow. Sweet, love to see it. Now we can hit the yellow teleporter. Hit some more yellow. Again, try not to hit the green before we hit all of the yellow. Green is there. Sweet. Took that away, that one. I don't think there was any way we could accomplish an angle to ricochet our bullet into the green there, even if we tried. And if someone could do that, I would love to see such trick shots. In fact, that gives me another video idea. Trigger happy trick shot video. Okay, 360 degree no scopes and everything. We can't hit that teleport right now because we're stuck being green, and now we're stuck being blue. And there's not many blue crates around except those ones, which we can lob for. Oh yeah. Wow, is this challenge really about to be beaten with this much ease? We're already at 141. Now what we need is a large green crate to take down all of these barrels with, which unfortunately seems to be asking for a lot. So we're going to have to head all the way back. Except for the fact that I can't because I'm not green. Did I soft lock myself because I'm not yellow either? I can't achieve yellow.
2 minutes remain.
Can't destroy the green ones. Even if I could destroy the green ones, I wouldn't be able to do anything with that teleport pad because it's green. Let's see if we can lob and hit the blue. Yeah, we can. That's 141. But yeah, say about a large green barrel inside, I think I've been softlocked this challenge. Not as easy as I was letting on, hey. Oh man, if only there was like some barrel like a sniper on that other island over there to turn green or yellow. Oh! But there were blue crates I could snipe to complete the challenge with. Oh my god. I love this character. He is the anti-softlock. One side of the stage and the crates were on the other side of the stage. Didn't matter. I could still hit them anyway. If that is not absolute the epitome of glory in a perfect way to bring about for the finale, I don't know what is. And you get to see this all in 4K HD for premiere. Minus the 4K part, unfortunately. I wish I could film in 4K. I can export in 4K, but it would take like 5 years to do. And it wouldn't be worthwhile anyway, because it's been filmed in 720p, and 720p stretched to 4K doesn't look very good. It looks like 720p is what it looks like.
3, 2, 1.
So yeah, if only it was 4K. Snipes in 4K for the win. Anyway, that guy's dead. Get him out of here. And we've got to avoid the vases. Easier said than done, especially if the character can get a little bit nuts on the trigger. So, accuracy. Boom, baby. Get up close and personal. You see, that cat was stupid enough to bring a cat to a gunfight. Who brings a cat to a gunfight? Like, obviously the gun's gonna win. It's a freaking gun, for Pete's sake. Okay, let's use the bomb. Oh man, I was worried about bases surrounding it for a minute there, but luckily managed to blow up the cat and no harm was done to them bases. Oh! That bullet ricocheted literally everywhere except the base, and I couldn't be more glad of that air factor. Okay, let's circle out around, or we could just get pushed behind it where the cat is. That works too. Unfortunately, a vase was destroyed along the way. Enemies don't actually destroy vases in this, which is glorious, because that will be a massive nuisance and will make the challenge a shit ton harder. Ooh, bomb, don't mind if we do. Can't destroy any vases along the way. But we can destroy that cat. And for that, we don't mind if we do.
You're halfway there.
Okay, let's take down this chompy pod. Sweet. Oh man, too many blasts right there. For one time where Trigger Happy's blast begins working against me rather than for me. Oh boy, there's a cat left behind, and I don't think my pot of gold can quite be logged that far. Oh, I brute fella. Yeah, we're just going to hit him and interrupt his animation. Okay, boom. Take down that chompy pod. Take down this throw witch, shoot that guy with a ricochet and bullet for the win, yeah.
1 minute remaining.
Okay, now let's continue on. Oh boy, there's a lot of enemies. I'm hoping that having missed that cat is not going to come back to bite us. So we have only 50 seconds left, which is not good. Where are these stinking cats? I need more of these mother stinking cats in this mother stinking island. Oh, it appears to Joe Witches can destroy the vases. Looks like I'm going to lose this purely because I left behind a cat. That is truly tragic. So rather than destroy that one needlessly, let's just restart the challenge and not forget it this time around, because it was hidden and tucked away. I wound up missing it, and I didn't expect two cats to be right next to one another in all perfect honesty, because we blew up the cat and I thought that that was all there was to offer from the area, but I thought wrong. Wouldn't be much of a finale without a little failure thrown in there. After all, both words begin with an F, and that's alliteration for effect, mind you. Okay, boom, and the cat is gone. I challenged myself to this time not to hit a single vase. That's probably going to be easier said than done, no doubt.
10 seconds later.
I'm going to destroy these fools. I don't trust them to not screw me over right now. Oh, so much about not hitting a single vase. I was too busy hitting it off screen for that. Hitting barrels off screen is great. Vases, on the other hand, not so much.
Spirit free.
Okay, so that's 4 of 9. That's basically the mark we should have been at the last time we got here, but unfortunately, as I said, I missed that cat because it wound up being out of sight. Oh, we destroyed that one by accident. Okay, we've got to circle around here, or again, just let the brute push us into the cat. It seems as though the game just doesn't want to let me destroy that cat without also destroying the face beforehand. Not destroying the face seems like asking too much. Also, that Joe just committed Sudoku by jumping in the water and only after having done so did he realise that he can't swim. It was in that moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Spirit freed.
That being said, that cat is as good as out of here. And this one shall soon join it
Spirit freed.
in the shattered cat heaven. A very specific heaven, that one. But trust me, one that exists, 1000%. If you ever accidentally destroyed a glass cat, shattered it, don't worry, it went to shattered cat heaven, so it's in a better place. You can rest easy, not let the guilt consume you no more.
Minutes remaining.
You know, stop being so bitter, pull your punches. Don't get rageful, don't get bitter. After all, Andrew Garfield doesn't want that for you.
I got rageful. I got bitter. I just don't want you to end up like me.
No Way Home for the win. And speaking of wins, we completed this heroic challenge. Completed every heroic challenge for that matter.
You took this challenge on
And now,
tore it up.
we
Show the extra power.
get out of here. We skedaddle. Don't want to play another heroic challenge? No, I don't. So now, we can check out Trig Happy. And look at these buffed up stacks. They are beautiful. 100 critical hit, almost 100 speed, 69 armor.
Nice.
And 31 heroics. Again, lightning rods is glitched, so we can go into collections here. We can even go into accolades. And we're going to forever be short because when we press more info for this, apparently we don't have all the legendary treasures yet because we need to actually get that as part of our speedrun in Lair of Chaos. Then Saviour of Scars, we need to actually defeat Chaos. We're about to get to that. Dragon's Peak is glitched. And, well, this we can't get regardless because we can't get all of the heroic challenges. But this Elite Agent has automatically been activated because we took ownership of Drobot, who has gone through and done all 32 heroic challenges. We did talk about that previously. But for the extra credit, I went on ahead and defeated all 32 on screen anyway, even with lightning rods glitching out. So, enough of this has been said and done. Let's select a chapter. That chapter not being Dragon's Peak. That middle star still haven't glitched out. But instead, we're going to head out for the Lair of Chaos. The final ever level for us to tackle. And one that hopefully we can get the completion bonus for as we speed on through it and skip over the unnecessary deep to do. Fire is afoot. We have only one choice to make here, Flameslingers. He's the only one that didn't get brutally massacred by the Dragon's Peak. Mind you. Yeah, I have PTSD from that level, so I'm kind of glad I don't have to go through it again and again for that middle star. Okay, here we are, just destroy some fools, even though that's not an enemy gate that we'd be locked behind, so I don't think we even need to do such a thing in all perfect honesty. I think we can just blaze through these guys.
Skylanders of the magic
Oh,
element are strong.
Flameslinger, move it! You should move it, move it. Okay, let's quickly make a mad dash through those things and then swap out for a double trouble. I did promise you guys that we wouldn't see the last of him through his, after his heroic challenge tackling, mind you. So, he's officially back. We gotta be fast though because the speedrun is pretty harsh in this level, to be frank. It's definitely one of the more tough ones in the game. We're expected to get through a pretty lengthy level in all of 8 minutes, especially with tough enemies like these. That's easy said and done. Now let's grab that legendary treasure because that's going to give us our final star as well as the accolade we saw in our collections beforehand. Boom, there it is. I'm glad though that we can take Drobot, who's done all 32 heroic challenges based on the Wii version of the game, take ownership of him on our Xbox 360, and because he's already got all 32 heroic challenges, we don't need to go through and do it again. We automatically get the accolade for it, the Elite Agent, on this save. It's very convenient that. What's also very convenient is that, well, fire is active here, but we might as well switch out for our Earth representative in the fact that Earth will be popping up soon. Good old Earth. I can't remember which one Earth actually is, though it's a problem. So, let's just go here. Oh, this is a magic one. And I can't exactly get back now, can I? Well, Bash, that was very short-lived. Back to Double Trouble. There's more switching in this level than actual level, but I do wish I was playing the Wii version right now, not only because it would mean that Lightning Rod's Soul Gem would, or Heroic Quest even, would no longer be glitched, but it would also mean that instead of waiting around on this for 3 minutes straight, we'd actually get, you know, fucking level to play. Thing with these is that the damage hitbox activates before they actually spike the ground, and it's got such an area of effect that normally you're expected to kind of like dodge these things, but dodging them becomes an impossibility, so it's just a waste of time and health for the entirety of this pack. Luckily, the game does give me some cheese to make up for it. Thank you, game. Yeah, let's destroy some fools, get them out of here. Bang! Magic bombs for the win. Now that is a dumpster broken attack if I ever have seen one. Okay, time for this thing to get its ass a shift in. And we're gonna hang out here. Just staring at the camera, casually. What a finale this is! You see, this is why the Wii version is better, because then you have, like I said, actual level rather than just standing around dwindling your thumbs for 3 minutes straight. It doesn't make for good content, it doesn't make for good level design. I have no idea why they decided to change the level up to this large capacity for the ports to Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. What were they thinking, limiting the level to this extent? Anyway, this time, let's actually use Bash. And I selected Bash in the first place because just like Flameslinger, he has a dash attack that really speeds things up and makes the speedrun a hell of a whole lot easier for us. And that is convenient, is what we like to see. Plus he has a really chunky health bar, very convenient for these annoying spikes. Like, look at that, 80 damage, but Bash just tanks it. You look up the dictionary definition of a tank, what you'll find is a PNG of Bash. Is that much of a beast, mind you. Even though Prison Break, we could summon crystals from back here, and given their range and natural locking on abilities, we could actually hit those guys from back here. And that too, just like Bash, is pretty overpowered. Anyway, we continue to wait even, continue to dwindle our thumbs some more for good measure. Come on, baby, get those there, get those there. And at long last, we are there. Man, that was much annihilation. Hey, I dare you hit me, that's rude, old chap. Apparently that wasn't part of the hitbox, that's a massive shame. Okay, luckily we have this here chicken. So now we have all 3 of our keys. We can try to take as much or as little damage as possible even. That's an impossibility, so it's a good thing we picked up that food so Bash's health wasn't just completely obliterated in the method of approaching here. I wouldn't even call it much of a method, it's just kind of walking there and getting hit because of bullshit hitboxes. That's what it is, more than anything. Anyway, we have triple keys. My biggest fear would be accidentally leaving one of these keys behind, so we'd have more of this floating platform. Literal shit is what it is, and the last thing we need is even more of this shit. So thank God we don't need to constantly go back and forth as we have all the keys that we require. Enough of a swearing though, this is Premiere, and this is for the whole world. It's a gushing an experience as one. So for those of you currently attending the premiere, thank you so much for coming along. Fourth wall break here. I want to know, in that chat besides the video, how are you all doing today? I hope your day is going fine. I'm sure it is because you're all very wise people. After all, you're choosing to spend your time wisely by spending it with me. Okay, let's open up all of this and also destroy that guy from afar because he annoyed me. So he deserved to die for it. It's not bad, really. Okay, let's continue. Walking on fire, whoa, we're walking on fire. Is that a song? That might be an awesome remix of the song I just came up with on the tip of my tongue right now. So I should probably use the tip of my tongue more for singing because maybe then it will actually be good. Not that I know how singing works. Clearly I don't, because that would explain my lack of singing skill. I'm skilled at many things, but singing is not one of them. I'm willing to admit areas of a lack of expertise in my behalf. Hey, blammo! Probably should have circled around them rather than just circle in the middle of the stage. Not my wisest choice. Anyway, those guys are dead, and now we're just waiting for their little friends to show up. They'll be joining them soon enough, especially when we're literally running circles around them. Okay, volley shots for the win. Yeah, we love to see it, baby, as well as the fire circles. Okay, let's get out of here, and I hope to God we have that speedrun, because I really do not want to have to sit through the floating islands again. Luckily for us, we did get that middle star, so our chapter, our completion, our collections, all of it has been completed. So we're ready now to push the A button, approach chaos, admire for the matter of a few frames of floating flameslinger as we tackle in a solo shot attempt against chaos. Use the might of Flameslinger himself. If anyone can solo shot this boss, it is Flameslinger. So let us see how we do. And the stage goes spinning right round, baby, right round. Like a record player, right round, round, round. Anyway, do I not normally skip over the deep stew here? It appears that pressing the skip button is too much to ask for. But I do have my backup after Flameslinger. We might as well take advantage of Legendary Trick Happy after acquiring all them buffs for him. Yeah, he's buffed up to say the least. But Flameslinger, who needs buffs when you already have this sheer amount of power up your arsenal, right? Because like I say, Flameslinger is many things. Powerful is certainly one of them. In fact, you might as well just write his resume how powerful he is. And that he's good with a blindfold too. Perfect for children's birthday parties where you've got to pin the tail on the donkey. So here we go. Fighting chaos. Not just him though, you'll see as the battle escalates exactly what we're dealing with here. Okay, we've got Sunburn to worry about. We're going to take this slow and steady. I'd rather defeat the boss more slowly and survive than rush things and pay the ultimate price for it. Okay, this guy's slamming down and then Slambam's going to come after me. But I'm going to engulf him in my fire trail. I'm a triple arrows hitting both him and Chaos at the same time. So that is the epitome of gloriousness. Oh, here comes Sunburn once again. A character which for the longest time I didn't own. Him and Igniter actually took my last stars to get for this game, which is ironic because Flameslinger and Ruptor were two of the first Skylanders I got for this game, so I was stuck for the longest time to Fire Skylanders as I was completing like the entire cast. I got the entire Earth cast, was the very first one I got all of 4 figurines for, then I got all of the Life ones, all of the Tech ones, etc, etc. And all this time, I might have 6, well, technically, I might have 4 magic characters, all 4. But I'm still missing 2 of the fire ones. I was going to say 6 magic ones because there's the 2 Spyro variants, but the 2 Spyro variants were pretty much the last characters I got. Like Sunburn and Legendary Spyro were my 2 final Skylanders outside of any starter packs, because after that all I needed was obviously Igniter and Dark Spyro, and I got both of those when I managed to go to a local pawn shop and pick up a brand new, still sealed 3DS starter pack for Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. And you want to know how much I paid for it? £8. Yeah, that was an absolute steal. That was the day I completed my Spyro's Adventure collection. Boy, I was happy. And I also got a new Igniter. I had the Series 2 before that moment in time. This was back in like 2015 when the Supercharger was released. That I finally got Spyro's Adventure for 3DS, and I got my Series 2 Igniter for my birthday of 2014. Which is why before I got Series 2 Igniter, and it became my favourite Skylander of all time, I actually got Smolder Dash, her Lightcore variation, for Christmas of 2013, so I owned her much before I owned Igniter, and so for those 10 months between getting Smolder Dash and Igniter, Smolder Dash was my favourite Skylander. And yeah, that was when I completed my Spyro's Adventure collection. Ironically, the last one in the collection was an Igniter alongside Dark Spyro for the 3DS starter pack. And it was a glorious day completing that collection. I had a smile on my face. Here comes the water. Do 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 do. Oh, that was wrong button now. I meant to do my volley shot. Yeah, volley shot is the B button. If only if the B button was the same as the B good video game button, but unfortunately the two buttons do not correlate, as you saw right there from me taking damage. Okay, we're almost fully healed up from it. We're still more healed up than what we were before for the water hydro though, so in the end, I call this an absolute win. Oh, watch out for the lasers. Once again, I don't want Palutena PTSD now, do I? Yeah, this boss gets really annoying. But hey, we get some fire on the fire action right now, don't mind if we do. And now that we're completely free of chaos, how about you, S? Hold on a minute. You? I said hold on a minute, this is rude. S, you, and this one's gonna have to be a lowercase because I can't fit it in otherwise. B, you gotta sub now after literally having drawn it out entire right there. Subscribe! Yeah, forget spelling out the rest of it now. I have a boss fight to win. And you heard it first here, folks. For Game Things, you should drop a sub. Ouch. Ouch. My performance has seen so otherwise. Okay, here we go. Let's heal ourselves up a good bit. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, watch out. Watch out for what I did. No more slow-mo though, I'm just wasting time at this point, and that's the last thing I want to keep on doing. Why are we getting so many hydro attacks? When is Chaos going to bring out more of his minions so we can defeat those? Oh, speaking of which...
Interesting. It seems you are more skillful than Eon after all.
Oh yeah, Flameslinger is definitely that skillful. You see, the problem here is that Flameslinger wasn't in for opening cutscene of the game where Chaos destroyed the core of light. Naturally, if Flameslinger was there, he decided to show up on the day and didn't call in sick, you know, maybe, not, in fact there is no maybe about it. Straight up, Chaos just looks like he'd be doomed, okay? Flameslinger would just take one look at enemies and they peel over and die from sheer intimidation from such an incredible force of raw power. And, you know, this guy is overpoweredness incarnate. So yeah, he'd just show up, take one look at the enemies, and the Skylanders would win the fight, no questions asked. But say, Flameslinger called in sick that day, so the Skylanders ultimately lost because of his lack of dedication to the course. Hashtag blaming the core of light on Flameslinger. Nobody else's fault but his. Yeah, there we go. We're almost at the 30-minute mark already, but this is an extended finale. We're going to continue until this boss is defeated. Boom, there goes the Evil Eruptor. Not that we even need the food he's left behind. Okay, let's see if we can finish off Stump Smash. We can indeed. Sweet. Yeah, that food is going to make it all more easier for us to sort of run this here with Flameslinger, because the more food we have, the more damage we can take and still be able to heal up from it afterward. Especially if we're going to continue getting for water spells here, which can heal us up with the correct hitbox taken advantage of, which is not that hitbox by the way, but I only got hit by that hitbox because I wanted to show you what not to do when tackling this boss fight. You're welcome. As I always say, do the complete opposite of what I'm doing and you should be fine. Okay, here we go, he's brought back Slam Obama. Not for much longer! Yeah, Flameslinger even could probably solo shot this boss fight on the Wii version. And the Wii version is much tougher given that he, Chaos that is, heals himself halfway through the fight. He doesn't even do that in this version. This version really nerfed itself. That's the thing, if you're looking for a slightly easier experience, then the Xbox 360 and PS3 is definitely the way to go, even if the game's a little bit more buggy, and it's definitely not as good of a presentation, despite the fact that the PS3 and Xbox 360 HD consoles, but the game still looks better on the Wii. How did they manage that? Ow, this is pain. I should probably not get hit in the future, that sounds like a good plan. Ow, there's Ghost Roaster again. So much about avoiding getting hit over here. This is not okay. Neither is life. Life is not okay. Ouch. I somehow got hit by that after the attack had finished. Mistakes were made. Okay, so dealing with these guys is actually really easy with Flameslinger because that circle is just really damn stupid broken, as you can tell from that chain reaction of events caused by said circle of fire. Oh, there's Stealth Elf, but Stealth Elf, she is no more. Oh, and we apparently also defeated the Ghost Throwbacks not long away. We'll take it. Oh, watch out for zaps, zaps. That's not convenient much. So here comes life again. We already know how we're going to be tackling this one. First things first, though, we're going to run straight head first into chaos, apparently. Almost halfway there, slowly but surely we win the race. Oh, apparently Ghost Racer wasn't defeated, so where the fuck I got food from, I don't know, beats me. But we'll take it. And now we move on to the next wave of minions.
Minions! What is wrong with all of you? All you have to do is defeat one measly apprentice.
Yeah, Chaos, you're just clearly asking for too
Never
much there,
mind.
man. You're
I have
asking for
3
too
minions
much.
more. That should do the
You might have 3 minions more, but that's not nearly enough. Why not just spawn in all 12 minions at once? Is that really out of your domain, out of your power scales? Like, all 12 minions at once, maybe then you stand a chance. A very tiny, minute, small chance, but a chance, all the same. Okay, who do we have? Chop Chop is scary, so we got to look out for him. Chop Chop is very scary. I mean, 80 damage a hit, that gets ridiculous. Oh, all 3 of them, I repeat, all 3 of them. How great, not really, that was sarcasm. Okay, here comes Undead, not my most favourite spawn to have to deal with, in all perfect honesty. Luckily though, those mushrooms left behind by Zook gave us a nice shield to avoid the lasers with, so that's much appreciated. Chaos's minions coming here to help me out. They've changed their loyalties. They're for the side of good, apparently. Oh, watch out for Sunburn Starport over here, and Chop Chop's obviously Sword Dash, because if that hits me in the face, it will hurt a lot. It's very much pain. Okay, now we can focus in on Chop Chop because he leaves himself extremely exposed after that combo. You just got to be careful not to get hit by the combo in the first place, which is why I struggled with areas of this boss fight for the Igniter solo run, because he is so melee orientated. Like, sure, he absolutely obliterates enemies when he gets up close and personal with the sheer amount of damage he deals, but the fact that enemies also have an increased chance of hitting him because of how close personal he needs to get puts him at major risk, especially for minions like Chop Chop. Oh boy, Sunburn, that wasn't much fun. Love the elevation from Zook's bamboo shield though, or mushroom shield in this case. He's a fully upgraded Zook is what he is. Okay, here we go again with the Undead. Watch out for Mega Lasers. Keeping this Palutena free. So let's see what now. Are the minions yet done? If not yet, then they will be soon. Oh, never mind. Apparently we're done here, which is a shame because Sunburn was so low on health. I would have appreciated the food. But oh well, what are you gonna do about it? Now trust me, if Flameslinger can solo run the Chaos boss fight, he can solo run the entire game if I gave him the opportunity to do so. This character is just that much of a beast, mind you. If anyone ever tells you that they don't think Flameslinger was a good Skylander, just direct them to this video and for visual proof will show them just how wrong they are. It will, you know, prove so otherwise. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have even Flameslinger on Flameslinger type action over here. How exciting! Okay, we watch out. Oh, so much about watching out. My own projectiles are screwing me over here, or at least my evil projectiles. Oh boy, that was a lot of damage. Okay, my health has seen better days, I'm afraid. We get more fire on fire action. Unfortunately, we can't. Well, we can fight fire with fire. It's not going to be very effective though. We don't want to get hit by the fire, despite being a fire Skylander. We can walk through lava, but if you like fired up rocks, can deal damage to us because that makes sense in this game. Ouch! Harpoons to the face. That's not convenient much. Anything to the face is not convenient much. Ouch! Oh! We didn't take Hex to the face, thank God for that, because Hexes Rain of Skulls as an evil minion. Trust me, they really fucking hurt. Oh, thank God we avoided that right there. Okay, I really need some of these minions to be destroyed right now. Gilbert, die, 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 die. Just one of you, die, please. I'm begging you. They're not dying, folks. Okay, speaking of things not being dead, by some miracle that's still not me yet. Okay, watch out. Chaos isn't giving me a very big window of opportunity to deal damage to him now, is he? Die, Hex! Thank God for that. Okay, we're pretty healed back up again. Let's kill my evil twin and do the same with Gilgren. Just like that, we're almost back up to full health and all of Chaos's minions are done for.
All I need is my high dragon to defeat you, fool.
I find it funny how they still have the dialogue going here, despite the fact that Chaos doesn't actually heal himself up in these versions.
I don't understand it. Don't you know who I am? Haven't you heard that it's a bad idea to mess with Chaos?
No, I don't think I've ever heard that before. If anything, I've just heard about how much pathetic loser you are and that beating you will come with absolute ease. And so far, the visuals would correspond with that fact, given the absolute annihilation Chaos has been put through thus far. Okay, bam. I love that chain reaction trigger. That's what makes Flameslinger such a perfect candidate for this fight. Love the fact that I can lose about, I think we've had 6 losses so far. What was it? Tornado, Wrecking Ball, maybe Hex? I can't remember, but then we had obviously our 3 fire losses in Dragon's Peak, so that makes 6 in total. I can lose 6 characters, but apparently I can also solo shot Chaos. Makes sense. Oh, I shouldn't speak too soon, otherwise I'm going to wind up jinxing myself. Ow! Like that. That was a lot of damage. Yeah, those fire spells are definitely the most dangerous one by miles. Now, unfortunately, Chaos doesn't even bother attacking, I don't think, unless... Do I have to get underneath him? Do I have to bait him out? No, I think he waits a certain number of cycles, as well as he also waits to be depleted to some point of health. So in other words, we dealt too much damage to him too quickly in order for him to trigger and fall down to be vulnerable to us. Okay, here we go with life again, apparently. Okay, here is where we draw our circles. Sweet. I can really do with some healing up as well. Not damage, healing. Big difference here, game. Ouch. Yeah, this healing seems to be easy said than done, apparently. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. Heal me. Yes. We even get the slow motion for dramatic effect. Oh boy. I've pretty much just took damage for everything I've healed up for now. Deary, deary me. Oh, here we go. This was, I was about to say perfect Doom Shot. Oh well, looks like we're back to 300 health. Below 300 health. Oh, deary me. Didn't last long, did it? Okay, here comes the fire, which I'm very much terrified about. Okay, sweet. We avoided it. Undead lasers. Slowly and surely we go. We take one to the face, I guess. At least this isn't the Wii version where the lasers will deal 80 damage per hit. That's ridiculous, and another thing which ties up difficulty for the Wii version. This is so tame by comparison, I'm telling you. Oh, fire again. I'm gonna avoid that with ease though. Hydras, activate. Just let me kill some things. Because I love killing things. Killing things is fun and highly of satisfaction. Running into things by pressing the wrong button, on the other hand, not so much satisfaction. Oh, but we got some slow-mo as we launched off a volley shot there. Don't mind if we do. Speaking of slow-mo, I'm just standing here doing nothing and I'm being rewarded for it. And again too! Wow, I wouldn't have known that would be the perfect spot for Doom Shots over here. Okay, more volley shots for the win. Watch out for lasers. Oh, Chaos is off again, so now all I need to do is focus on my dodging skill. And then we got to wait for the next phase to hopefully finish Chaos off, or at least get somewhere close. Okay, here comes my favourite one, the chain reaction one, where you line them up just to knock them all down. Ow boy, watch out. Thank God for my speed and manoeuvrability right there, otherwise I was toast. We've been roasted and toasted, as Sunburn puts it. And trust me, the last thing I want is Sunburn. Sunburn is painful for the enemies as well as real life. Like, Sunburn is a serious medical concern. Do not take it lightly. Not only is it painful, it ruins your holiday, it makes you physically vomit, it increases your risk of skin cancer. So in other words, put on fucking sunblock. Like seriously, it takes all of 2 seconds. Sure, you're a little bit slimy and sticky and you have to wait for your skin to absorb it, so it can be a pain, but trust me, 'tis worth it. For the sake of your physical health. I have no idea what I'm going on here rambling about sunburn. All I know is that some people don't bother with sun cream, and if you don't bother and you get sunburn afterwards, or sunburnt I should say, at this point you literally did this to yourself and I have no sympathy for you.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Is this where Chaos just stays there and lets me finish him off? No, unfortunately this is not that moment. Ow, ow, this is not okay. Or is it? I seem to have found a good cycle here, and here, and here. Oop. And there, and there, and there. Yeah, about 50% of this boss fight so far has been slow motion from these Doom Sharks over here. Okay, watch out for Sapphire, which we did. Yay me. Oh, and now here comes the undead! I find it funny how they define undead, like, evil spells as cross-hatching lasers. Like, what about that screams undead to you? Anyway, let's be circling round and round. Oh, yes. We'll be taking every last bit of this, thank you very much, don't mind if we do. Booyah, a booyah, and booyah some more. Are we about to fully heal ourselves? Yes, yes we are. This boss fight is a fucking joke on the Xbox 360. Then again, even the Wii version might be harder than I'm remembering it for, or not as hard as I remember it for. I just remember as a kid having only 5 starter pack Skylanders, well 3 starter pack Skylanders, 2 others, Boomer and Ghost Roaster, and I remember not being able to defeat the boss fight with only 3 of them, so we had to wind up buying a triple pack with Bash, Eruptor, Chop in it, and I also got an additional Skylander as well, which was Dynarang, so yeah, it was only when I got those 4 extra Skylanders was I finally able to beat Chaos and gain access to the ending of the game for the much anticipated cutscene where we finally got actual Skylanders in it. We got to see Spyro, Gilbert and Trick Happy in an actual cutscene, which was dope. Then again, they did have Skylanders obviously in the cutscene that plays out between chapters 1 and 2 as well. You know, you had the starter pack trio as well as there was Terrafin there, there was Slamba, Stump Smash, several others for that matter. Lamo. Unfortunately no Sun Dragon, the original prototype for Camo. He was obviously in promotions for the game, promotional advertisement before they revitalized his design. But he wasn't in those opening cutscenes. If he were in those opening cutscenes, then they would have been harder to edit around if that design was literally changed up much later in development of the game. Like closest to launch, it feels like, for Camo. They must have only just swapped up his design in time for the poster to launch him for starter pack, especially if he was in for promotional advertisements. That Sun Dragon figure, that is. How is he not dead yet? Oh wait, never mind. I'm gonna be quiet and actually let you guys enjoy.
You think wrong. In fact, I think you
The
think that I think that I can
final
win. I assure you I
cutscene.
will. There will come another day. Oh, not now, maybe, but soon. And we will meet again. And on that day, I, Chaos, will introduce you to your sweet, sweet oblivion. Fear my giant floating head. Fools! Release me at once or face your unimaginable doom! Do you really think this cheap magic trick can hold me? Chaos! Ow! Hey!
Hey! Cool your jets, small fry. We've heard enough out of you.
Finally, something we agree on. You know, you're okay when you're not putting your foot in your mouth.
Back at you.
Okay, seriously, I'm gonna barf now. Eon? I know you're here somewhere. You and your apprentice portal master. Go ahead! Send me back to the Outlands. It won't do any good. I'll just keep coming back again and again and again until Skyland is mine!
Actually, Chaos, you're not going to the Outlands this time.
What?
I have something more fitting in mind for you. Hugo, would you please?
Me? Oh, thank you, Master Eon.
You're gonna love this.
We made a few upgrades.
Okay, look! Let me go and we'll split this place. 70-30. What do you say? Okay, how about 60-40? 50-50? Okay! Uh-oh. You haven't seen the last of me!
Wowzers, now that's fast.
Hey! What the? Everything's getting bigger! Wait! I'm getting smaller! What? Where? Where am I? Oh, what's that smell? Ah! A horrible monster! Oh, yeah, cut it out! This is no way to treat your emperor! Oh, this stinks!
You have done well, Portal Master. We may have seen the last of chaos and the darkness, but there is more to do. The journey with your Skylanders is only just beginning.
So after that dip to black, I come back at you with this here Skylander Superstar. Now if this cleared up, despite me not actually having, as you can see here, earned a 3-star ranking on all Skyland adventure levels. I suppose I didn't have this beforehand because same as the Legendary Treasure, whichever one that one is, for Treasure Hunter, yeah, same as that, I hadn't yet completed 2 triple stars. The Lair of Chaos. Now, Dark Light Crypt, or for Dragon's Peak even, there's too many D's, it's turning my brain to mesh, but point here is that Dragon's Peak still is missing that triple star, despite the fact that I'll load in the level and the completion bonus will be there, so I have no idea why it's not appearing here on the opening, like, pause menu, screeny thingamabob. So, again, just use your imagination and pretend that that middle star there is filled in, or better yet, you won't have to, because I can just do an awesome Photoshop. Boom! It was fixed easy as that. Anyways, let's head back out here. It's really a shame because in the collections, if we go back to accolades, for some reason, despite having literally everything here, this one still never filled out for Grand Admiral, as it requires earning all Portmaster accolades. What does the game see before it. What does it look like I've done? This looks like every single accolade to me, so there isn't much else I can do to off-site for unfortunate glitches that make for UI look like the game is incomplete when, trust me, it is, because first of all, we're back out here. I was playing with Double Trouble, replaying back through for Dragon's Peak to see if that middle star would register. The game had an answer for that, which was no. But that being said, Flameslinger, who's back, setting some sheep on fire, we're turning stones. Anyway, after we collect all this treasure, I want to prove to you of our 100% completion, and we're going to do that simply by exiting to a main menu. I love the fact that we conclude this series on a high note by entering all the main menu type screens over here, but as you can tell, look at that glorious 100% completion right there. That is magnificent, and that is a true final marker accomplishment to end off on a high note. I realised that I've left TV volume on again because clearly I don't learn from my mistakes. So now, this episode, and by extent this series, the Skylanders Spyro Adventure Soul Seeker series, something that has kickstarted an entire new tradition in gameplay style here on the channel, all of that comes to an end today, and I want to thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey, experiencing this game in a whole new manner, unlike I've ever played through it before, and you guys were there with your support along the way, without hesitation or doubt. And there's a lot of time behind this series, so for those of you who watched every second of this, you chose to spend the most valuable thing we have on this planet, time. You spent that time on me, and I couldn't be more grateful. You've humbled me today for not only checking out the series, but also checking out the premiere. As we came to a close, emotions were raised, and it's been one hell of a ride. I wouldn't change it for anything. I have no regrets. And if this doesn't end off the series on a high note, I don't know what will, but I will obviously be seeing you for future Soul Seeker series. With that being said and done, this video is coming to an end, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. By merely clicking on this video, you've shown support and helped it garner recognition so it can reach many other viewers here on YouTube. I'd love to see you take the extra step and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Also, be sure to comment below and push that subscribe button whilst you're down there. By clicking elsewhere on screen, you can either check out a video that's specifically picked out for you, or you can check out the rest of the playlist for a series you just watched. Before ending off, I'd like to thank all of my Blazing Knights and Scorching Dragons whose support help make these videos possible. I'll be seeing you in the next video, and until that moment arises, peace!